Hello, you wonderful, beautiful people, and welcome to this video. 2019 is about to close and a new decade will be upon us. And what better way to start a new year than by speculating what's gonna happen in it. Now this video is gonna be a two-parter. The first part is a personal wish list of mine, and the second is a month-by-month, no-nonsense, super serial list of predictions that I feel is within reason because I made sure that I personally find it a little disappointing. Whenever I see people talking about Wii U ports, they never mention my two most wanted, the Zelda remakes. I want Wind Waker HD to open the new year, and Twilight Princess HD to bookend it, whetting our appetites for a likely 2021 release of Breath of the Wild sequel. Now on the topic of ports, there are some third parties I want way more than others. I really want the Tomb Raider reboots on Switch. At the very least, I want the first one. I love the hell out of that game, and the series has been on Nintendo, and it's Square Enix, and just do it! Another is Rare Replay. This is an automatic, what the f are you talking about, you stupid where I'm disliking your video right now kind of choice. But let's look at the pros. Microsoft has proven willing to share its IPs with rival platforms, and has seemed particularly chummy with Nintendo. I mean, Minecraft, Nintendo Minecraft DLC. In 2019 alone, we got Cuphead, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Banjo-freaking-Kazooie in Smash. It seems super unlikely, but I can dream. And that dream has never felt so close before this year. Indie games and Nintendo Switch have come to have a symbiotic relationship, and with so many popular masterpieces like Undertale and Hollow Knight, I am dying to get my big one. Fez. I love Fez. Gimme Fez.
You mean you want some?
Now I'm just feeling a Mario sports game on the horizon, and if I had to choose, I'd want it to be Strikers 3. Let's make it happen. Hi, my name is NintenDopeman, and I did not buy Pokemon Sword or Shield. Hi, NintenDopeman. Now look, if you enjoyed the game, may Iwata bless you. I'll probably play it one day, but for now, this is not what I wanted or expected from the home console turning point of the biggest media franchise in history. So I won't ask for much just yet, but for just the next year, I just want them to put the national dex in the inevitable third iteration, Pokemon Gun. Or something. Alright, here's a far out one. Fatal Frame has been co-owned by Nintendo for years now, and it's one of my favorite series. I want an HD collection of the original trilogy, a localization of the Wii game, a port of the Wii U game, and a reveal for the 6th game. I want to know what Retro has been working on. I'm not even asking for a 2020 release, just a reveal. And I really hope it isn't that Star Fox racing game, because that just sounds so small time for this amazing studio. Now that leads me to a big one. Perhaps the big one. Metroid Prime Trilogy. Alright, it's just time. After all the rumors and now the delay, it's time. You gotta give us something Metroid, man. I'm losing it here. George is getting upset. As for Smash Fighters, I want Lara Croft, Crash Bandicoot, and the Knight. In non-game related wishes, isn't it about time the Switch got a web browser? Side wish, I really want them to call it Bowser's Browser. Also, I really want them to start selling legacy content on the eShop. I want to purchase and own the games I want individually. I'm not into this whole subscription thing. And finally, I want the PS5 to launch next holiday with The Last of Us 2, an unannounced AAA game, and non-region locked backwards compatibility with all former PlayStation. Now, of course, there's way more stuff I want, but you can't stuff it all in one year. Plus, I gotta have some material for the next video. Alright, well that's enough wishing and false hope. Let's be a little more realistic. What do I think is really going to happen next year? So the year begins with January, naturally, for which Tokyo Mirage #Fire Emblem, whatever the fuck, has already been scheduled for release. In February, a lack of first-party titles will be supplemented by The Outer Worlds and a direct revealing most of the stuff for the year. March starts off strong with the SpongeBob remake and ends with a bang. For Animal Crossing, New Horizons will release and there will be much rejoicing. April will feature Minecraft Dungeons on the 10th, Trial of Mana Remake on the 24th, and the first post-Fighter Pass Smash Fighter, Crash Bandicoot. The month of May will also have several video games for sale, one of which will be a port of Pikmin 3. Super Mario 3D World will release in June, but before that is E3, which will focus on mostly upcoming games, a few reveals, and the second fighter will be shadow dropped, Ryu Hayabusa. I don't know what's gonna happen in July. I'm not feeling July. But I do still feel a Mario sports game coming next year, if not some Mario spin-off. But it won't be Strikers. Mario Golf will launch in August. It'll be fun, but it won't be Strikers. September will get No More Heroes 3 and a direct focus on the remainder of the year, a good peek into the next, and shadow drop N64 games onto Switch Online. They also get Disney Plus and Netflix because fucking finally. October will see the release of Doom Eternal, Deadly Premonition 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Ubisoft's Gods and Monsters will release in November along with the third iteration of Sword and Shield, Pokemon Gun. Or something. It will not have a national dex. And finally, the Big Daddy Kahuna month of December will give to the world Bayonetta 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Nintendo's big holiday game. Cause I didn't really mention one, did I? Well, I have a few ideas for what it could be. Either that speculated Mario Sunshine remake, the Metroid Prime trilogy, or the sequel to Breath of the Wild, or something else. And it could be more than one. I mean, this year alone we had Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Pokemon. After all, they're gonna need some heavy competition to go up against the PlayStation 5, which will release with The Last of Us 2, an unrevealed AA game, and be backwards compatible with all former consoles except for the PS2, because Sony has a personal vendetta against me.
George is getting upset!
Now, of course, there will be much more games, particularly third parties and indies, that we just don't know about yet that will beef up the release schedule. And of course, I'm probably wrong about at least 70% of all this, but I'm sure I'll get some stuff right. A new decade is nearly upon us. The future of gaming looks bright, despite the future of the world looking bleak. And just as I start to gain an audience of all you wonderful, beautiful people, the future of this website looks doomed. So I got one more wish, and one more prediction. My wish is that they'll rewrite this whole COPPA bullshit so YouTube isn't totally destroyed. But my prediction?
You are completely and unapologetically fucked.